Going on? So today we're going to be comparing the Kobe White 8, the Kobe 8 Protros, Halos, Triple Whites, whatever you want to call them. We got a replica and we got a retail. So I'll give y'all a couple seconds before I tell y'all which is which. These are pretty good. These are S2 batch. These are not H12 or God Killer. So if you cannot tell, the replica pair is on the right and the retail is on the left. Now let's get into it a little bit more in depth. I usually don't spend too much time on the boxes, but one thing that I will say about this S2, because remember, H12 is a better version, so they might have fixed that. This box has bigger scales that are also less defined compared to the retail, which, as you can see, they're smaller scales, but that doesn't matter. So let's get right into it. Now, one thing that I do notice is that the retail stitching on the swoosh is a lot more crisp. You can see right there, it's just very, very tightly stitched on. And on the replica pair, you can see that it's right here, almost not peeling off, but a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of less predominant or whatever. These do look really good, to be honest. I thought they were gonna miss the Kobe logo on the midsole, and they didn't, but it is a lot messier on this replica pair than it is on the retail. On the retail, even in the sunlight, you can see, look at that, you can already see the Kobe logo across the whole shoe. Struggling to see it on the replica, even with the sunlight. A couple more things I noticed was that this back tab heel, as you can see, the circles are kind of loosely put, and they're not really too organized, and they're also not that clear compared to the retail pair. It looks a lot more organized, right? And they have a lot more texture. One thing that I did notice about the retail pair, actually, is you can see right here above this little Kobe logo, it seems that there's like white paint or some sort of material that's going around it in an outline, and the replica pair does not have that. Things that I noticed was on this retail pair, you can see the panel has a very, oh my god, big ass mosquitoes fucking trying to kill me. Fucking bitch. Hold on, guys. Fuck that. Oh man, that's gonna piss me off. I hope it doesn't fucking bite me. So the texture is different. You can see it's very smooth on the replica pair. However, on the bro, he's over there like he's fucking bugging, bro. Like, damn, I want to fucking kill him. Okay. I think I got it. No, I didn't. Okay. Anyways, as you can see on the retail pair, it definitely has a lot more texture. Also, what's written in Braille over here, which I do not know. If you guys know what's written in Braille, please feel free to comment down below. But on the retail pair, it's actually a little bit less defined than it is on the replica. It's very, very, very much more defined. Also, looking at these circles again on the replica pair compared to the retail, again, more defined on the retail pair. They look similar, but in a way, I don't know, the retail pair just looks more defined. Also, a way to tell that yours is retail is by the glue stains and the paint stains. Look at all these paint stains that are on this retail pair. And also on the Kobe logo, as I mentioned earlier, you can see that other outline of paint that's not shown on the replica. We have a live viewer. As you can see, it's not noticeable there. And there is some glue stains, but definitely not the same as what you saw on the retail pair. The tongues, I know these are different sizes, but the tongues is definitely a difference that I noticed. Was the way it sort of curves is too noticeable, if that makes sense. You can already kind of see this curved shape right here, while on the retail pair you have to kind of really turn it around and unlace it to see the curve, and even there it's a little bit smaller. It's not as noticeable. One thing that was pretty obvious to me was the shape. So as you can see, going down towards the front of the toe box, it's a bit thicker than the retail pair, and you can see, just look at that. I'm trying to see if you can see the difference. I'm sure you can. Look at how much more slanted down it is, and this is with a shoe tree inside of it. So this one doesn't even have a shoe tree inside of it, and you can just see in comparison the big fucking difference as the mosquito fucking tries to get me. Son of a bitch. So yeah, everything else is pretty spot on. The stitching on the retail pair looks almost identical on this replica. If anything, on this eyelet, you can see the circle right here, a lot thinner of a circle compared to the retail. You can see the stitching is almost double in thickness. So definitely something to keep in mind. Also, the carbon fiber on the replica for this S2 batch, a little sloppy. Sounds the same and it feels the same, but it just, you see there's some white spots over here, and that's not shown on the retail pair at all. I also noticed this logo on the sole is a little bit more dominant, honestly, on the replica pair. You can see that it's a lot lighter. It's almost not even there on the retail. Obviously, Kobe logo is honestly pretty much perfect. One thing that I did notice, oops, that was horrible, was that right here, this eyelet or whatever, not eyelet, but understay is a little bit thicker on the retail than on the replica. I know that the sneakers are different in size, but one thing that I did want to point out is that this fucking midsole on this replica looks fucking huge. And I know, like I said, they're different, but look at that, man. That shit is ridiculous. Just take a fucking peek at that midsole. And the material that's used for this plastic is definitely thicker. It's almost gray. You can kind of see that, compared to the replica is very translucent. Overall, also one thing that I did want to mention about this material, especially under the swoosh on the replica, it's not as breathable. And as you can see on the retail, there's already like holes, and you can see it's definitely different, definitely more breathable. Even towards this back end of the swoosh, you can see that as well. Kind of running out on stuff. With that in perspective, honestly, this does kind of make the heel cup look a little bit bigger. Again, that might be a bit more towards size, but overall, pretty solid rep if you don't want to spend $200 to $300 and you'd rather just get a rep. Pretty solid. This is not even the best out there on the market. This is just something to kind of compare. So if this is good, we're probably gonna see a better replica soon. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if there's anything that y'all saw in this video that I missed. I also feel, really quickly, I feel like this Kobe logo was bigger, but this one I'm leaning more towards size rather than all reps doing that. The cushioning is pretty similar, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty similar. Let's take a really quick peek at the insoles. Those are practically identical. But yeah, not too much to say on that. If y'all enjoyed the video, let me know. If you didn't enjoy the video, let me know, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.